So this morning we woke up to this incredible winter wonderland. I thought actually it was going to get warmer, the snow had melted, and I was going to plant some seedlings today. My onions and my chilies to start at least. But I guess that's not going to happen because I need to also clear out my greenhouse first, mini greenhouse. So I guess today is going to be shoveling snow and staying cozy indoors.
I've been thinking for days, yeah, I've been thinking for years, that I'll tell myself I'll stop the things that keep me from you, dear, but I keep on losing it.
So it's actually my little guy's 8th birthday today, and I just dropped him at school. When I went to the shops on the way back, I've got a bit of a heavy bag. I found him some strawberries, which are his favourite, and I'm going to bake a cake for tonight. When we're all back together. I took the day off work because taking time off work is important for people's birthdays. I used to do it all the time with my husband before we had kids. So I need to go home, unpack the shopping and shovel snow because we need to clear our driveway, which is a legal obligation. I keep tripping here. Legal obligation, so I'm going to plough my way back to the snow and the uncleared paths that haven't been cleared yet, and then let's see if I can shovel snow and unpack what I bought and make him a little cake and tidy up the kitchen. And well, I need to actually put his presents later, but I'll be going back to the toy shop when it opens at 10 o'clock.
I could never settle down too far away from my hometown. With my family I am bound. I stick by them till I'm in the ground. Resting on the myth of old, all of the stories I've been told. Secret places hidden well are gone now as far as I can tell. A better one. I've come to realize time goes by on its own. I am stuck here without a home. I could never settle down too far away from my hometown. With my family I am bound. I stick to them until I'm in the ground. All I know is I'm on my way to become a poor excuse of a better one. I've come to realize time goes by on its own. I am stuck here without a home. Without a home.
Hi there, and good morning for me, and welcome. So I walked back from school via the little supermarket, shoveled outside the front. It was so exhausting. It's not even that much, but the snow is heavy. It's sticky snow today, and you can probably see it's still snowing very lightly, but it's still snowing. So there will be another layer quite soon, but it'll be easy enough to clear. Although the cobble bit's a little bit annoying because you go in and it kind of gets stuck and everything, but not a problem. First world problem, the fact I have this wonderful little front courtyard is brilliant to store all our things. So I did that, unpacked the shopping, I carried back, and I have 2 hours until I have to leave again now. So yeah, my little guy finishes at lunchtime. They only have morning school in Germany, and he doesn't have any afternoon care. My daughter didn't get a place when she started. She's in 5th grade now, he's in 2nd. And so basically, even when we did have the chance to get her afternoon care, like homework, where they do homework with them, they feed them, she was afraid of eating disgusting food, and we decided just not to, and she came home every day. My husband was here. We've made the decision that we would be here to help her with her homework, and the same with little guy as well, because they're not native German. Their German's good, but they do need help a little bit, and this time with them is so precious, and it's so great. And the fact that my husband was able to spend all this time with her and now with him is really quite magical, and not many people can do that, and I know we're really lucky. And we struggle a little bit because he only works 3 days a week and doesn't earn that much, but to us, you know, the family thing is more important, which is why I've taken today off work. So it's my little guy's 8th birthday. He is now already 8. He was born around, 7 in the morning, 7:30, yeah, I don't know, morning, early. Born at 7, we were home by 9:30 because he went to a midwife-led birthing centre. So we weren't allowed to stay in, and there was no problem. So we were home by 9:30. It was brilliant. And I can't believe that was 8 years ago. Wow. So much has happened, but so little as well. I guess we've had COVID in between. So, yes, I made sourdough as well. I try and keep up. I only started doing it actually just before Christmas again. I made the sourdough starter. Got the recipe from, what's his name? It's a YouTuber called Cooking from Scratch with Bob or something. He does some great. He obviously got quite big on TikTok, I think. Now he's on YouTube. I don't tend to watch shorts, but it came up, and he has really nice kind of 1-2 minute shorts on this incredible food that he cooks. And this is basic sourdough, and 50 grams water, 50 grams flour. That's how you start it. And I have had one before, but it didn't do that well. And this one is so happy, healthy, bubbling away. So I'm hoping it'll keep going like that. I've made a few sourdough loaves. I think I made 4 now, and each next one is better than the previous one. It's incredible, and I love it. A bit too much white flour. I'm trying to see if I can switch it up and use some different flour, some rye flour, maybe spelt or anything else. I don't know. Any advice for good flours to use for sourdough? Because white refined, or I guess whole wheat would also be okay. I should do that. It's just easier and cheaper to buy white flour. It's always there in big piles in the supermarket. I bought some more, and I baked some cupcakes last night for my little guy to take to school with him this morning. And tonight or this afternoon, I'm going to bake a Swiss roll, like a Yule log, but not for Christmas. The chocolate one with cream, because that's his favourite. And we're going to have a little celebration, just the 4 of us tonight, when everyone's home. Pick up my girl at 4 o'clock. We'll head across town for that later. So yes, it was meant to be a nice day of seed planting. I really planned to just clear up my little greenhouse, which is more a glorified tent really, but it's perfect for me. I've only got that little space out the front anyway. So this weekend it's Imbolc as well, Monday, Tuesday, around that time, which in the pagan calendar is the midway point between the 2 equinoxes. And it's kind of celebrated as early spring, and this is very much when the early kind of flowers come out. I actually did buy some little narcissi, and they've already come out. And these are so lovely, cute little buckets that I can reuse. And so this is the time of year that really you get the first spring flowers, which is really lovely. So the narcissi, the daffodils, the tulips. The snowdrops will be coming out first. I haven't seen any yet because we've had too much snow, but they'll come through maybe, then when we come through kind of towards the end of February, not the beginning. So I'm looking forward to that because it really felt like early spring, that when the sun came out, that the smell, I don't know, I can't describe it, that fresh, sunny smell. You could hear the birds tweeting, the birds were happy, they were flying around, bird feeders in the garden. It was so wonderful, and I thought, this is great. So Thursday I've got the day off, I've got the morning to myself. I shall clear out my little greenhouse and plant my chili seeds and my onions. I've never grown onions before. I got some seeds last week, possibly beans, maybe. I ordered some beans as well. I might plant those. I need to double check, but these other ones are good for early planting because they need a bit longer to grow. So I'd grow them probably upstairs on my desk where I have a lot of light, and then put them in the greenhouse when we've got no more frost. Yeah, I got a phone call. I've lost my train of thought now. I think I was saying, yes, I was going to clear up my little greenhouse because it's got lots of dead flies in it from last summer. They tend to fly in, get stuck and can't get out because I only have this little roll-up door. And I was going to just get a couple of trays. I've got seed trays I got from the garden centre and some soil left. And I was going to plant my onions and chili peppers. For now, possibly others. I was going to check it. I bought this awesome little kit for my seeds. It's a little case with little glass jars. I will do a separate video on the whole seed thing, how I'm storing my seeds, because a lot of them went mouldy in the shed, or possibly even outside in the cupboard, because I had them just in the envelopes and it got damp. So some of them went mouldy, so I did actually lose some of them. I haven't spent a fortune on seeds over the years because I'm still quite new to all this. See my avocado, this avocado plant. Actually, I just chucked the rubbish in the compost last year, and including, I think, avocado seeds, the big seeds and the skins and everything. And then when I looked and cleared out, like in September, October, I saw like 3 avocado plants had grown. And this is the biggest one. There's one here as well, but it's not looking too great. But this one, you can see it was eaten by the slugs and snails as well. But it's just thriving, and it was only from last year. It's massive. So it grew in the compost bin. And I had some potatoes growing there as well that I chucked out. They just grew. So I need to really I need a pitchfork so I can really turn it around. Because I think underneath there's some really good soil, but I need to mix it and stir it around. But like I said, I'm new to all this, and I really want to grow some decent veg this year. I've ordered some seeds. I've ordered them into little bottles in my case, which is now in the house. And I put together a whole plan. I actually used ChatGPT for a whole plan of when I should plant what. So January was chili peppers and onions. It took ages to find onions, and I ordered some onion seeds, and then I found them in a supermarket after all, so then I cancelled the order. Hope they're good enough quality, because they were really nice organic ones I'd ordered, but they were kind of expensive, so we'll see. Maybe leeks as well. I think all the onion family, or garlic. Garlic, I'm a bit late. That should have been in the autumn, but I think you can still plant certain varieties now, so I need to look into that when I get a moment, which I don't tend to. So today is the first time in a long time I've had a day of work when the kids aren't on holiday, or it's not like in between, like I guess, they're not at school. I tend to only take time off when they have their school holidays, because I only get 6 weeks a year. I know I have a lot actually. I have 6 weeks a year plus public holidays. So I've booked off all the bridge days this year. When there's a public holiday on a Thursday, I take the Friday off. So I have a long weekend, which is always fantastic. So those Fridays this year I will also have to myself, except Fridays he finishes at 11:30. So by the time I get back, I haven't got time for much. Either way, I digress. So I was going to do my seedlings, but alas, it was not to happen. I wasn't going to be able to clear the way to the greenhouse to clear it out anyway, because it was full of snow. And I just cleared the bit I had to. Legally, we have to clear our driveways if you have one, or the path outside your house, and the way to your front door if the postman or delivery person or anyone comes to your house. And if they walk even along the path and they come up to you, and if they trip and hurt themselves, fall over, get injured, they can sue you, which is why everyone has to have liability insurance as well. It's not mandatory, but pretty much most people do. So we pay for service our 2 houses, I think. Our landlord owns both the houses, this one, the front. We pay for this housemaster service, it's called, like caretaker service, where he clears the path in the mornings, and you see them in their vans going around really early. So the path itself is fine. People walking to the station aren't going to hurt themselves and fall over, because that's quite well used as well. So that has to be really clear, and you can't rely on us to clear it really. And it's maybe €100 a year for that service. So when it snows a lot, it's definitely worth it. But obviously the bit to our house isn't cleared, so I had to do that with this bent old snow shovel that we have. We have a decent kid one, but then my back really hurts because it's much shorter. So I did that, unpacked the shopping I'd carried back. I don't know why I bought so much heavy stuff when I was walking back from the shops, but I guess I didn't want to go to the shops on the way to school like I often do, because it's his birthday. I'm going to make a potato soup for lunch, because he loves potato soup. I'll have to dig out some rosemary under the snow somewhere. Got some fresh rosemary out there. I do have dried rosemary here as well. that I picked last year and dried, but fresh rosemary is also quite nice. So I haven't got much time left. I shall get back on it. I need to do my sourdough loaf again. It's auto-laced or whatever it's called. So I need to give it a little bit of a turn and then leave it for a longer time for it to actually double in size. And then I shall make the potato soup. And then it'll probably be time to collect him. Oh, I have to buy him a game. We're buying him a PlayStation game that he's wanted for ages. Buying him Astro Bot, which came out last year. And he's watched the entire playthrough, all 7 hours. He's watched someone play it over maybe 2 weeks. So he says he knows the whole game, but he's been desperate for it. And it's so sweet. So we're going to buy him Astro Bot that he can then play. He can play a little bit tonight, but mostly the weekends. And I bought some strawberries, which he loves, his absolute favourite food. Sadly, they didn't have any organic ones, only non-organic, so I'll have to wash them properly before I give them to him. And also the plastic things, everything comes in little plastic containers, unless you go to an organic supermarket, which we didn't have on the way home from school, just a little one in the neighbourhood. But the little plastic things can be used for seedlings, so I do have pots and seedling trays, but those are also great to use because I have holes in the bottom already. So I'm keeping some of those anyway. I have a pile, and I often use them for my little seedlings to then transplant in the early spring. So yes, I shall do that. And it shall be hopefully a lovely day. I'll get his presents on the way to or from, probably to school, yes, from the local toy shop. He's got a box there. It's a neighbourhood toy shop. It's a really nice neighbourhood. And everyone goes to this toy shop. You put your box together and then you send invitations out for your birthday party. And all the friends go and stuck in your box and buy what you want. So because we got him the PlayStation game, I wanted to get him a couple of things as well. So he put in a board game and a silly little puppet that he wanted. So he's already called Jeffrey. So I'll get him those, but nothing more because he's having his party next Friday at an indoor play centre, which kind of makes me want to kill myself. But it's better than at home, which we had last year. And this time of year, end of January, you can't generally play outside. And even though he only had 2 friends come, because his third friend is a Jehovah's Witness and they don't celebrate birthdays, so sadly, he's not allowed to come. So 2 boys, my daughter, and then 2 other friends, their mum's British as well, will go there. So I can chat with her while the 6 kids run around and do crazy stuff. So that'll be next Friday afternoon, which is great. So in the meantime, I shall finish my sourdough and then let it rise for the rest of the day. I shall make potato soup and then I shall maybe sit down in front of the TV and try and buy Astro Bot. But I'm not so good with the PlayStation, so I'm more of an analog person. So I realise I'm recording on a phone and I upload to social media, but apart from YouTube, I don't really watch much TV. A bit of BBC sometimes, but ultimately, yeah, I'm analog. I like books, I like journaling, and I'm going to sit down on the sofa once I'm done to see if I have 20 minutes time to buy Astro Bot and drink a cup of tea and maybe watch a YouTube video. So thanks for watching, everyone. I might film some of the things I'm doing, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and maybe next week I can plant my seedlings and clear the path to my greenhouse. All right, cheerio.